All right, I'm John Matz. This is Benjamin Corey.
Hello.
And this is his mock, which won Best in Show at Scouting for Bricks 2015 last year. Can you talk about how you built it and your design process a little bit?
So one day I just decided I felt like building a new spaceship. I hadn't done that in a while. And recently I'd learned a lot about studs not on top building, or SNOT for short. And I decided to apply that new knowledge to a mock, and this was the result. I did a lot of different things with those techniques here, including the one built into the wing there. That was pretty challenging because I could only build it one brick thick. There was no structure behind it to hold it together.
Yeah, that's a big problem when building a plane, is keeping the wings thin, because it's easy to just add layers to get strength and detail.
Yes, exactly. And that's actually what this bar on the back here is for. If I didn't have this, the wing would disintegrate because there's nothing there to hold it together.
Oh, that's interesting, because I would have thought that was an aesthetic detail, but it's both aesthetic and structural.
Exactly. When I added it, I just thought it looked nice, but as I kept building, I realized without it, the whole thing would fall apart.
Nice. How about the cockpit?
So the cockpit, I did things a bit differently here too. Usually I use a single piece for the bottom, and the bottom is all studs up. Maybe I use some snotted sides. This time the entire thing is one big piece of snot. The inside, the outside, the windshield is still one piece, but there's not much else you can do about that.
That's very tight, very nice cockpit. He fits in there well. So with SNOT building, there's a lot of brick math involved in that, right?
Yes. So for example, 5 plates is equal to 2 studs, and then you have things like little brackets you can put on, which are fractions of a plate thick. And once you know all the widths of the different elements, then you can put them together in ways you couldn't have before.
And it's not quite as complicated as it sounds, and once you know it, you can use it in any kind of mock.
Exactly.
Like not just a plane, but you probably use it in your tank and other stuff like that as well.
I've used those techniques in just about everything I've built since this. It's had a huge effect on how I build.
Okay. That's cool. So let's talk about the silhouette of it, because you have the 2 big tail fins, the central ventral fin, and then the wings and the forward cockpit. It's very cool, and how did you come up with that?
I started building, and originally I didn't really have a clear idea in mind for the fins, and I just dug those out of a bin and realized they worked perfectly.
Nice. It looks like this is not all the way connected on. Is that sort of a technique that you have there?
Yes. It's just sort of something I did on the fly. I didn't really have any way to connect it, and the back was sort of unfinished, so I just stuck one end on there, then jammed the other end between the other 2 fins.
Nice. Whatever works, right?
Yes.
All right. That's a great mock, and it's nice talking to you, Ben.
You too. Thank you.